Alright, what's going on guys? Willis here. Bit of a different one for you guys today. So we're checking out Grand Fantasia today. This video is actually sponsored by Grand Fantasia. So Grand Fantasia is actually a free-to-play MMO RPG. One of my favorite type of games. So yeah, definitely support this video with a like. If you guys aren't aware as well, I am running my PlayStation 5 giveaway, which has just started. If you guys want to enter that, join my Discord, discord.gg/Willis. But yeah, what is Grand Fantasia? So obviously, first of all, it's free to play. Anyone can jump in. You can make your own characters. It's got a class system. There is a ton of mounts in this game. You've got PvP. You've got challenging dungeons. There's actually a player romance system, which I thought was pretty cool. There's world bosses. And yeah, everything you would expect in an MMO RPG. Obviously, I want to talk a bit about the classes in the game. So obviously you create and choose your character. On the side, it actually shows different classes, previews and stuff like that. You start off as a novice where you then choose a class that has 4 advancements. So there's actually 5 class branches. You've got Fighter, Hunter, Acolyte, Spellcaster, and Mechanic. For each class, you can choose 2 pathways. So for example, on the Fighter, at level 15, they turn into the Warrior. And then at level 30, you can choose 2 pathways, either Berserker or Paladin. Then if we obviously take Berserker, for example, it can go to the 3rd advancement, which is Warlord. And then the 4th advancement for a Warlord would be a Death Knight. So there's a lot of progression, a lot of customization you can do with your classes. You get this thing called a Guardian Sprite as well, which is pretty much your sprite messenger, and you can commune with them. They'll obviously help you with special gathering and crafting skills. So you can choose a sprites class at the start to help with what character class you want to go for. You start off on Seaward Island, where you can pretty much get a feel for the game. You get to experience the mechanics. You get to get a feel for how the questing actually works. And you can experience like different types of monsters straight away. So obviously you start, if you want to, with the beginner class, which you can then branch off to more specific classes later on, like I mentioned. As for the gameplay side of it, there's pretty much a lot of stuff to do, like tons of stuff. You've got bounty hunting, obviously to kill certain monsters. There's world bosses, which is pretty sweet, that you can spawn depending on the time of day. There's solo events. Obviously, if you guys are PvP players, you can pretty much duel players. You can go to battlegrounds where you can fight in an arena against other players. There's also the sprite arena where players are divided into 2 teams, where each team attacks the 5 crystals on the field. There is a lot of open world activities. You've got the Chaos Realm, where there's pretty much a lot of monsters to deal with, and there's different bosses you can fight. It's really challenging to do solo. Definitely something for end game content. But yeah, the one thing I really love is the amount of outfits and costumes you can use to customize your character and just find out what you'd like to wear. In the background, you're seeing all of the cool mounts I've actually got on one of my characters, which range from wolves to phoenixes and even just massive squids. They're pretty awesome. All right, guys, so what we're actually going to do now is we're going to do a little mount showcase. I'm going to show you some of my mounts. Literally, there's so many mounts in this game. One of the reasons I love it so much. So yeah, coming up first, we have, look at this bad boy. It's like a sort of like spectral hover car, like crazy looking sharkmobile. It's got really like flashy like neon lights all over it. And yeah, it just looks absolutely insane. Coming up next, this is by far one of my favorite mounts in the game. We've got this like 9-tailed, I don't know what they're called, they're like foxes. I know there's like a name for this type of like dog in like mythical like stories and stuff, but yeah, it's like a 9-tailed, really cool fox, almost like the thing from Naruto. After that, boy, we got this robot. Look at this guy. He is actually huge. It's like this pouty robot almost. Like, he's got a boxing glove and he's got a cannon on one hand, and he's also got wings. Look at this guy. Really cool. The gold and black really makes him look cool. After that, we've got another one of my favorites. This is literally a mech suit, a dragon metal Godzilla mech suit, and the color scheme on this thing, holy Jesus, look at this thing. Literally, definitely in my top 3. This guy's nuts. Then we've got this boy. This almost reminds me of one of those mounts from World of Warcraft, sort of like the steampunk, sort of like dwarven, sort of like futuristic theme. It's a car by the looks of it, and it's got these jet turbine engines, and look at it, it's just insane. Coming up next, this is sort of a weird one. We've got this sort of like cosmic Centaur Human that you can, I guess, just sit on. It seems to be a female, and they've got a bow. What I really like about this one is obviously the actual body. It's sort of like, it's like cosmic sort of space energy, and the tail and obviously just the sparkles coming off of it. Up next, we've got what looks to be a sort of like Panther slash Griffin. It's black and gold. It looks insane. Nothing much more to this one. I really like the color scheme on this, the black and gold, and just the fact that it's like a panther with wings. So yeah, this one's cool. It's like a purple cosmic sort of like serpent. Really like the look of this. The wings, the sort of glowing purple energy coming off the wings, really nice to look at. And it's pretty terrifying when you actually look up close to its face, like a flying snake with wings. Really cool. So I thought this one was pretty like hilarious. This is literally a dude in a glider, and the way you actually like, I guess, mount this is you sort of hang from the bottom of it while I guess the dude in top just flies around. This is really cool. I really like the look of this. You're sort of just hanging on for your dear life, but it's a mount. It's a mount. You gotta remember that. Another really unique one is this mount right here. Now, one thing I really like about Grand Fantasia is some of the ways you actually sit on your mounts. This one is literally like a knight, a flaming knight with a sword, and you literally just sit in his hand. And yeah, he has no legs. He pretty much just floats. He has this huge red cape. Like, what more could you want? So yeah, here's a pretty dope one. This is a sort of lion, a white, blue, and gold lion. He has these sparkles that just obviously shine all over him, and his tail is just nuts. Absolutely love the look of this one. It has a little cog on the side. All of the mounts you're seeing are pretty much like mechanical slash creatures, and yeah, there's a lot of like variety in the different types of mounts. So yeah, after the lion, we've got up next is, I would say, probably my third favorite mount out of them all. This is, I don't know, like a dodo, sort of mecha strider bird, and you pretty much sit on top of it. Like, whenever I see these type of mounts in games, like, I just get super excited because I love these sort of like, I don't know what kind of shape it is, sort of like a, I don't know, it's just a bird with two legs, but whenever you've got just like armor and stuff and just stuff on it, it just makes it look so much better. Coming up next, we have this huge thick boy. It reminds me of sort of like Godzilla crossed with like a demon. He's got these massive, just meaty hands. Looks like he's from some ancient prison with all of this like astral sort of like energy just flowing around him. And you've got your nice little seat, which you sit on the back there, safe away from his face. And then finishing up, we actually showed this one earlier, but this is actually a different color scheme. So this is the Mecha Suit that we saw from earlier, but this one actually has a sort of white and I guess like orange flame gold texture to it. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. But yeah, if you guys want to check out Grand Fantasia, be sure to use the links in the video description. Thanks to Grand Fantasia for sponsoring this video. Like I said, be sure to use the links in the video description if you want to go check it out. Yeah, this has been Wallace Gaming. I'll see you guys in my next video, and peace.